Hey everyone, welcome to 2.5 Part 1 Multiple Angle Formulas. Example 1 is express sine 3x in terms of just sine x. So what we are going to do is we're going to use what we learned from the last section 2.4 and we're going to rewrite sine 3x as sine of 2x plus x. I'm going to rewrite this on the same line using the formula that we did from 2.4. Here's 2.4. So it's going to be sine 2x cosine x plus cosine 2x sine x. Alright, so what we're going to do first now is I see this 2x, and what I want to do is I want to use our multiple angle formulas, which are down here. So I'm going to rewrite this sine 2x as 2 sine x cosine x, and I'm going to bring down this other cosine x right here, so that's going to be right there. Okay, now I also see that I have a cosine 2x, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to use my formulas down here. So now I've got 3 to choose from for cosine x. The directions tell me to use only sine x, so I'm going to find the one that only uses sine x. Now I've got a sine squared here. I don't want to use a cosine squared. I don't want to use a cosine squared. So I'm going to use that one right there. So it's going to be plus, and cosine 2x is replaced with 1 minus 2 sine squared x. And I'm going to have all of that, and that's going to be times this purple sine x. Alright, good. Now let's do some combining of like terms and such. So I've got the 2 sine x, and I've got cosine x and cosine x. Let's change that to a cosine squared x. Cosine squared x. And then what we should do, let's just go ahead and distribute that sine x into both of them. So we get sine x minus 2 sine cubed x. Alright, so we have a lot of sines, but we don't have is, we still have got this cosine that we have to rewrite. But if you remember from your Pythagorean identities, cosine squared can be rewritten as 1 minus sine squared x. So I rewrote that cosine x, and now we'll be left with, whoa, I dropped my black marker. Let's use a purple one, huh? It's going to be 2 sine x, and then 1 minus sine squared x plus sine x minus 2 sine cubed x. Remember, I can't combine these two because this one's got a cube, this one does not, so they're not like terms. Now let's distribute this into both of them, so I get 2 sine x minus 2 sine cubed x, and I have plus sine x minus 2 sine cubed x. And then let's just combine like terms. Sine x and 2 sine x is going to be 3 sine x minus, and I've got this one and this one is going to be minus 4 sine cubed x. And right there is that rewritten in terms of just sine x. That's also the triple angle formula. Not that you need to know it, but that's why it works. Okay, now let's do example 2. Find sine 2 theta if cosine theta equals 5/3, and it says theta is between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi. So let's look at our unit circle real quick. What we're doing is we're looking at it's between here and here, so it's in quadrant 4. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this marker and we're going to draw a triangle somewhere in here. Alright, so I'm going to just draw this triangle, and it's in quadrant 4, so I'm going to go from here, and if it says cosine, here's going to be my right angle, right? So we've got quadrant 4, and here's my right angle, so it says cosine of this angle is, cosine is so ca, adjacent over hypotenuse. So the adjacent is right here, positive 5. The hypotenuse is 13. Since it's in the quadrant number 4, this is going to be a negative 12. Alright, so now let's just write out sine and cosine. Do we need to write out tangent? It says find 2 theta. I go over here, I'm looking for the sine. I only need sine and cosine. Okay, so we know cosine is 5 pi, or cosine theta is 5 over 13. Sine theta equals negative 12 over 13. Alright, so sine of 2 theta, we can rewrite that as 2 sine x cosine x using the formula. And then do we know, or I should probably have it be theta. Let's just rewrite those as thetas. Now we're going to rewrite theta as sine and cosine, right? Actually, we can just rewrite this whole thing. Sine theta is negative 12 over 13. So I've got 2 times negative 12 over 13 times cosine theta is 5 over 13. I no longer have sines and cosines. And now all I have to do is just simplify. So negative 12 times 5, let's just do that. And I can just do 12 times 5. And I get 60. So my numerator is 60. And 13 times 13 is 169. And that's still multiplied by 2. So that would be 120 over 169. And there would be my answer. Unless I can reduce it. I can't, but remember I have a negative here. So this should be a negative and this should be a negative. So my answer should be negative. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is your assignment. Your assignment is to use the double angle formula to rewrite y equals 2 cosine 2x. Good luck, and see you soon.